What is up, my WAP movie realists? Once again, I am Matt. We're back for another real review. I am so excited because I had the esteemed pleasure of seeing Project Hail Mary last night. And let me tell you, this movie, if people consider March the beginning of the real beginning of the movie season, we started off with a banger. Project Hail Mary is without a doubt one of those films that does such an amazing job blending comedy and drama and the stakes and taking everything that just made that film what it was. And I couldn't spot a single weakness. Like, it is that fantastic of a film. And honestly, I don't know if it works without Ryan Gosling or the direction of Lord and Miller, if that's the case, because my God, it was just spectacular. Especially considering when you think about the fact this is essentially almost a film entirely in one location. And it's not told how you think it would be told. It's told linearly. And for that reason, when certain things happen and you go on this journey with Ryland Grace, played by Ryan Gosling, considering he has amnesia and he's still remembering who he is over this time, it just makes for an absolutely beautiful human story. And I was blown away. I was genuinely just blown away by the story that we were presented. And Lord and Miller, everyone knows their story. They were the guys who somehow turned the 21 Jump Street television series into a 2-film box office hit starring Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill. Then they got Solo: A Star Wars Story, and things just didn't work out for reasons, we'll just all say creative differences. And it's just amazing to see them come back swinging, because I think, if I remember correctly, this is like their first big film that they've actually directed. It's oh Lord, there we go. And it's just one of those things. I want to say, as directors, they directed, this is the first thing they've directed since Solo: Star Wars Story. I should say technically 22 Jump Street. So for them to come back swinging like this over a decade later, keep in mind, they haven't directed a film in over a decade. 22 Jump Street was 2019, and to bring something so poignant and powerful and with realistically such a small cast. I mean, this film is essentially Ryan Gosling and a puppet. And granted, there are other characters, but they're not there with you the majority of the time. I'll say it's 75% Ryan and the puppet, and the other 25% is the flashbacks where there are other people like Sandra Hüller involved. But it was one of those film projects that just blow you away. And I was just so pleased and happy and had tears in my eyes at moments, and it's got all the right vibes and whatnot that you want from a film of its caliber. And it's not overly funny, but keeps you laughing the entire time. I know that's a weird statement to say, but like it's not going for the joke a million miles a minute. It's just the nice situational ha-has, occasional, all of that stuff. That's what makes this film work. And shout out to the author of the book, Andy Weir. My buddy Brian and I were talking about it last night after we left the screening. The fact that he's only written 4 books, and both adaptations that he's written, or both films or both books of his that have been turned into movies, are like 2 for 2. Dude must be like a sci-fi genius because they're relatable. The human condition is a valid part of it. The survival is a valid part. And that's what makes Project Hail Mary work. I have no complaints whatsoever about this film. And if this is how we're going to start the year, this is fantastic, especially when you have films such as The Odyssey, such as Dune Part 3, such as Brand New Day, Doomsday, all of these films coming out this year. If you're starting off with a banger like this, that's incredible, because I'm giving this a 5 out of 5. It is easily a family film. I would say you can take your family to this. There's some nice science elements to it. It's one of those films that's gonna get people to truly embrace it. So with that, those are my thoughts on Project Hail Mary. If you haven't already, check out our sister channel, Watt Real Gaming, where myself and my business partner, or one of my business partners, Taylor Cleek, do Twitch streaming, and it's just really awesome. And all the streams go to live there after the fact. So check that out. Check out the Harry Potter podcast we have going on, the Daily Prophet Cast, hosted by myself and Amaru Moses, where we say, fuck J.K. Rowling, everything that she stands for. We take donations for advocates for trans equality, and because we believe in trans rights, even if she doesn't, but we still want to be able to express our love for this franchise. And if you haven't already, check out the reaction for Spider-Man Brand New Day. That is up currently on the channel. You can go check that out and be on the lookout, because starting today is when you're going to start seeing the rollout of Fan Expo Cleveland videos that we've been doing. Been a busy week. And next week on Tuesday, I want to say Tuesday or Wednesday, there will be a Daredevil Born Again Season 2 full review. So be sure to come back and check that out. But with that, signing off, I am Matt. This was another Real Review, and we'll see you next time.